What is up, fishes? Welcome back. I think it's time we finish this. Huh. The end. So, the person we thought we were was actually a man who died 6 years ago. Was it? Yeah, 6 years ago. And now we're wrapped up in an international scandal on a global scale. As foreign nations try to steal a chunk of meteorite that could seemingly bring spirits that can resurrect spirits. Fill spirits. Raise spirits. There we go. Yep, I'm a little late. I know. I got distracted. Yep, and its submarine continues to sink slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Right, we had just come through the hatch. We're trying to save people. Leanne and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them. But at the very last second, something saved them. Al looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? What? Oh. What? Oh. That is impressive. That is an impressive amount of manipulation. See? Managed to survive, detective. And you're... Excuse my parents, I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Leanne all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along. Of course, what else would explain those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Oh, I need to know. Oh. Who in the world are you? Cecil? Look at you, what happened? I can't hold on to that image any longer. I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all the way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit tonight, I thought I was you, Cecil. Cecil. My name isn't Cecil. But you'll remember real soon who you are and who I am too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth, or maybe not. Something is stirring my mind. A memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. Asking again. Well, considering I could still just normally walk around and just normally run as well, but I just gained a magic yo-yo. I ain't talking like Donald Duck. I just have a magic yo-yo then. I don't have to use it. The guy's good. It's all over for this submarine. Engine room. Dude! The engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull, and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you needed to deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. Oh. They already took my fragment. The Temis fragment? I don't know they had it all. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah. The meteorite's radiation had two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. And if you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Radiation power. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research. I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers, like possessing and manipulating objects. In my case, swapping objects. Exactly. Apparently these are individual differences in the powers we get. It seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah. My powers have changed over the past 10 years. First, I could only manipulate objects. Now and then, how do you suppose we got these powers? Simple. How then? In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. It's radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? He did get hit in the back on that day 10 years ago. A fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart and I died. So of course I received special powers. Hey, wait a minute. So that's how I got my powers too. You know, you might be right. Poor dog. Aren't the Themis fragments still right there in the park at the bottom of the crater? Right. And that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite radiation too. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time of effort is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite. One of the characteristics of that meteorite is the ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? It's also strange and confusing. Take it all in. It makes about as much sense to me as anything else. Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Thanks to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? Contradictory existence. That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separate my life and death. What? My body's vital functions stopped 10 years ago, and my body's time is perpetually stopped at that moment, just before death. Time just stopped. So, I just simply existed. Not really alive. Not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me. Ever since that incident in the park, my body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as the incision was made, his body was regenerated. Finally, your revenge. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole my life. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate. You mean the kidnapping? It all went fine. I manipulated the Justice Minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why he wanted his daughter kidnapped. But they kidnapped their own girl. Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me. Their objective was to wipe out everyone who had to do with the Themis. With a meteorite? Detective Dad was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Kavanaugh, the junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And as it turns out, me too. I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temis fragment and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later, you've become a detective, looking into Joud's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It's a trap. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you and made you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. Junkyard was equipped with a security camera. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their schemes. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that, but then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Spectre and White was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back no matter what. That Spectre caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard the Temis meteorite. Because you were looking into the Joud case. I thought you would find out about Temis sooner or later. Okay. Who am I? Who am I, gearhead? That's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for the water pressure to crush a submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water surface. I have an idea. We hook up to the phone line. There's no communication cables this deep. They meant for the submarine to be my coffin. Coffin of the dead. There's no escape. Yes, there is. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. And what? This feeling. Cut off from the world, all alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. That must be how you feel all along. Welcome back, little lady. To a nightmare. The absolutely horrible nightmare. Leanne? Camilla! Is it true? We're stuck here? Wait, oh no. My dad was here. I bet he'd save us. I'm sorry, Camilla. That's funny. What is this, Cecil? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all that trouble detaching the control room? What? They didn't. Why didn't they just steal the Tempest fragment and escape? That's what they wanted. Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. I guess it doesn't matter now. Why? You'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jowd is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jowd told me to hold on to it for him. The bullet is still in that person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is then. But if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. If our powers right. Miss Camilla. Miss Leanne. Right. Oh, wait a minute. What about a torpedo? Torpedo. Okay, it's way too early to give up. Detective Jowd is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. I like it. There's gonna be a... gonna use a missile to ram the control. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow up Detective Jowd with something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room too. Up is definitely safer. I'll see you there then. Oh, nice. Looks like the torpedo can be launched manually with these switches. Two tubes though. Should be one more. I guess the first thing we have to do is go into the tube. Comes the missiles, you can count on me! I went to the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. I'm surprised there's enough power. I just turned on the oh. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, what will happen to the two ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? This is no time to be standing around unsure of yourself. Will you lend me your strength, Liz? Of course I will. Count on it. Thank you, little guy. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. Set send too, but something's odd. What is it? Commander, it looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of powder. Wonder what happened. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Thanks. Set torpedo course held towards command room where Jowd is. 12 seconds after launch, they'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be our window of opportunity to jump over into the command room. Got it. Then we'll find a way to come back and save you. It'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry. I can't go. Can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Leanne and Miss Camilla behind. Can't do it, Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Cecil. Can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I'm saying exactly how he feels. Go to... What? But Miss Leanne, you staying here won't change your fate. But if you go with Cecil, you might be able to make something happen. That's our only hope. But if that something doesn't happen, I'll never be able to see you again. Never again. Never ever. Even if I can't... Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla. I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. He'll be right here waiting for you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. I'm surprised the other guy doesn't want to come. Cecil? Yes? We never found out who you really were, but that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're going to see each other again, right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will! I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes, then. Good luck, friend! But I pulled this switch. Those 12 seconds are like the eternity. I strike to think the way to save Leanne and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light of hope reach this far down to the deep sea? Before I could think of an answer, 12 seconds are up. That seems a bit far. What? Detective Jowd. Bet that big bass man did this. I'm going to bite him. Better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power to seek. Wonder what that masked man is going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jowd. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jowd. Who are you? Are you Cecil? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. Ask Camilla. What about Leanne? Well, kind of a long story. We got time. I told Detective Jowd about everything that happened. The submarine Yano? So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would you do that on his own submarine? Which right now, I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You followed us. I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jowd. Are you? Yamil? He remembers his name. So you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? That's your real name. Yamil. That's right. But those people on the Ionia cannot pronounce these names. I'm calling you Cecil. That's just an alias I was using to deal with them. I don't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure. Go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you, right, Detective Jowd? Right. So, Yamil, 10 years ago, you were a top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know? Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. What project? Project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multi-dimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. Doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, that project was also the target of a secret plot. Now you can imagine what kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for my life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. Then one day, the name of a certain program emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of that system. The police arrested you, and then the incident happened. He escaped from interrogation room and took Leanne as a hostage. Yee. By the way, Detective Chad, when was it I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm sorry. Yee. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body. I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I exist in the world. No question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anyone. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. I skipped a line. In fact, they only made it worse. I wanted to disappear, but I wasn't even allowed to do that. Leanne described it as exactly right. Slowly sinking towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. And I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. You got it. So that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. Why did you know what it was like to lose everything you cared about? I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was piloting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life? I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot. Second was the rebirth of me. Rebirth. A new beginning? I didn't care if it was a fake life or an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul, a name and identity in everyday life. When I grow old in a society that would accept me. Finally, when I die surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of powers. That's why I decided to ask the national government to help. Response to the end was betrayal. They were making their moves such more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to the country. I researched my powers on their own, and they even figured out what Temest was all about. You had no idea they were doing this. Not at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just seal the hunk of Temis meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incident, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of manipulator's power. By Inspector Kavanaugh, the pigeon guy. First, the government didn't believe the report. But then they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance? Looks just like an ordinary peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy was one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temis meteorite. Lately, under the persistence of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temis meteorite. So that's it. Oh, yeah. So the upshot of your grand deal was this. Yep. Sandy I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You can't just steal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Jad back to life. What? What good will that do now? But we promised. We promised Miss Leanne and Miss Camilla we'd save them. We can't do that without you, Detective Jad. I've been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go, then. Back to 4 minutes before your death. Four minutes. So, where are we heading? We are not heading anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. You'll run out soon, and then that will be our destruction, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean you're trapped here too. By the way, I'm not human, Detective. I'm a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology is just plain off. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all that trouble to do this? It's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to fight against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There's no need for you to know, Detective. Oh. Now it's time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same as it seems, Detective. Grr. Camilla, forgive me. Okay. It isn't over yet. It isn't. Remember what Big Ass Man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility? In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. Possibility of turning the situation around. Well, there is still the fact that we have a robot. Huh? What is it, Detective? Look at Yami's shell. There's no aura emitting from his body. Of course there isn't. So this fragment is gone. Could this change on his shell? Give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what is possible, no matter how small, is that they are afraid of. What is? My time was perpetually stopped thanks to the power of the Temesc. By a cycle between the moment that suspended life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temesc fragment has been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temesc fragment was removed from my shell, it became a regular corpse. So, let's see. That means I can go back. Back to 4 minutes before your death. But wait a minute. Exactly when was that death? That's simple. We'll find out. Then get there. Let's move. Huh? This is 10 years. 10 years of time. Fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever, and I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all the clues. All I have to do now is remember. Final journey to the truth starts now. I did not think it was gonna be this cool. When was Yamai's death? It was 10 years ago, when the Temesc meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here, at the scene of death. The start of it all is about to repay itself. 10 minutes. Sorry, 10 years ago. 4 minutes before death. Hold it! Give it up. Do you really think you'd outrun me? Just calm down and drop the weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. No. Okay, shoot, you might get hurt. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. You okay? Yep, just like it ends. Face down, ass up. You're alright now. Are you hurt? Yes. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. But it's your job, isn't it? Me? I'm a police detective. That's the Temesc meteorite, huh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. Can't stop Temesc from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. It's a matter of Detective Chow. To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate from dying. I can accept that. What I did was inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. My fate is to die here, and I accept that. It will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be our new future. Let's get started! Oh. Oh, I think I see. But I can't quite reach it. Oh, I can't reach anything. An odd incident just years ago. So close. No. Oh, serious, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really started her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. Know how much this girl loves her food too. Anyway, at least her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. Look at that sweet potato. Big, scary sweet potato. Better miss it. Oh, it's the Mino. Alright, of course. Look at them, Potato Mino. Right now, they're both have the same shape. Saying you swap them. Go, and I'm gonna need your help. My help? I can't reach. I know what he needs me to do, but I can't reach. I had to follow it up. Hopefully. Yes, I had to follow it up. What? Okay, that's a bit of a... That was quite the sight to see. It looks like this park just got a new feature. But neither one of them seemed to glance this way. Guess they're not... It's not surprising seeing that even a meteorite didn't even strike them. It was a decisive situation, kill or be killed. And Yomos is killed right after this by the meteorite. Well, now that the park has a new feature, can we use it to our advantage anyway? What? What? What do you mean that isn't it? Can't get water to come in. Presses me in there. If only I could have used it to our advantage somehow. What happens this time? This has to be a way. If it worked together for you and me, I thought we'd be able to do something. Funny, I was wondering why he's using the past tense. What? Okay. Okay. After the fate change. The post is bending, but it hasn't broken yet. Just wonder, has it snapped? Might just hold up for a little longer. If I recall, that Timus frag is smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, fate should change. Let's see if it does, or if he just gets completely crushed. That would be an interesting ending. I'm the cat, aren't I? The character I've been playing as this entire time is a cat. There. How's that? Look, the fragment's course changed a little. Now, Yamel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now it's changed it's in its path. In its path? No. Detective Jowd. Timus fragment shot through his leg. What? A cruel tryst of fates haven't over yet. Put it down, huh? Jowd, put the gun down now. If you don't, I'm going to shoot him. I don't know if it's the detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun. I knew it. This was my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's slop this up. What's this? Detective Jowd. The meteor fragment is what made you pull the trigger. You won't let you become a murderer. Prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. Now, to do that, stop this bullet. There must be something in the same shape. A turnip. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't. It's not true. My fate was getting pierced through the back. Might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? My dread, I'm just unconscious. But still, it's just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. So long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. Ah! Your fate was still slowly turning. You're kidding. God, get out of there. Damn it, my leg won't work. It's all over. We're out of time. Not over yet. If there is anything else to swap, can't just let it play out. We'll try to find another one next time. Even if she dies, all we've done is possess her corpse. Then we can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fate of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar in her psyche. I won't let that happen. Not if I can help it. What can I do, even if we work together? I think there might be something that can be done. What does he say? So what can I do? Don't forget I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. Battle against the fate of death. Yamo. See, so your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. I don't get it. Trust me, let's go. Alright. Try moving there. Gather your stake and make it spray as if life depended on it. You're dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. Remember, you only have a split second. It's your turn, Missile. What can I do? I think you know the answer. Swap them. The hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it's still right above Miss Leanne. Don't worry. So we can't stop the horrible. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second would help. Oh, help, alright. A few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? You know, that's my powers, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Oh. Ha! Ow. You're awake. Mister, is your knee okay? Oh, I'll be fine. Just a scratch. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is that you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. Just doing my job. Gods, they're the ones who saved you. It's your job, mister. I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I can. But, please. What's that? Detective's badge. We give them to children who are brave. Detective's badge? Thanks! Okay, you know what to do, little detective. You alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. I'm a cat. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It's over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kind of a limp. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. It's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitten. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? I'm a cat. Well, looks like this is his fate. Just changed in a big way. Whose fate? The kitten's, of course. Cecil's. Cecil? The name Cecil echoed in my head. That's my real name. It was long, only 10 years. They were one and only friend. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak, all alone in this world. Hold it! I'm a cat. I'm a cat with a meteorite in my back. I'm an immortal cat! Somebody please look at me. It's kitten chew, you might get hurt. I'm an immortal cat, yeah! Somebody please reach a hand out to me. I had only just died at the time. I had lost everything, my life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach a hand out to him. The next thing I knew, my soul was transferred to the black kitten, with no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memories. I went back to just being a cat. Then the man got his body back. I'm a cat. I know I've said that several times. Took my body back from the morgue. There's somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you." Yamel? The man named me Cecil. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. That's why I can't read. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man. There was nothing I could do for him. I spent so much time around him. 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. Time passed, my powers gradually changed. First, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while, I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened. I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. Am I in the bag? When I got my revenge on Leanne, I would see that light, or at least that's what I tried to believe. The miss. That missed shot. Left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. The black cat. I was possessing Cecil then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Cecil was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Cecil, there inside the bag, was dead. What? The missed shot. I wasn't able to control her completely. First bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? Hey, it's Cecil inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there. The presence of Temisk radiation. That's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memories back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It's the only corpse I could see at the time after all. As it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hidden just behind that corpse. I died inside of a basket, now that I think about it. Do you remember what you said? That you knew all along, me saving Leanne tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Why not? Remember the thing about visual differences and powers we get? I can control all kinds of things from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that I can't, that you can do that I can't. But you mean, I can't even rework time, let alone change the fate of death. If I could do these things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here, 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. And now, you're going to an amazing home. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Cecil's fate, and I could just bet you the fate of the woman you loved has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. All fate. So, this was the last fate to be averted. My own. So, Yamil, looks like your plan of revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. Yes, I am completely crippled. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. Cecil, she understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Wait. Well, I guess it's time we go back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Leanne and Miss Camilla again. All these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain. including the memory of what I did. I cried. That's the way this game of dead works, eh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Leanne hostage and pointed a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Cecil. Yes? When you go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It'll be like we never met. So, before that happens, I just want to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I am truly sorry. That's alright. Thing of the lost past. Fates have changed now, right, Yamel? Thank you, Cecil. So glad I met you. Me too. Cecil, are you ever going to see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait till then. Cecil, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either. Valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So, let's get home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jode. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're seeing each other going back to our new present. Say goodbyes to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. To the new future. Wait! What? Before you go back to the new present, I want to thank you. Before I cease to Oh, it's you! Yes. It is I, Ray. In case you have forgotten again, thanks to you, everything had turned out as I hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Cecil. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memories. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Fair enough. I'll tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Oh, time is doing all sorts of weird. You changed the fates of many people tonight. First of which was hers. No. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die at that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. A story of a little creature. Huh? After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Okay. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling, hiding place and left. And in the process, two little dead bodies were left behind. However, little fellow spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress. That's when a miracle occurred. What? That powers of dead, but how? He didn't really understand himself, not yet anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Yeah, wait a minute. He was just close enough. That's right. He died inside the aura, that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he's unable to save the little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the man, but there still wasn't anything he could do. Everything ended exactly how it did. In the end, he was left behind with the man and bread deep, deep sea. And then he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in bread's death. What? This is the third loop? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. That's the other version of the story of this night. A story that had taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? Missile. Oh. That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait these 10 years out. Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By that time, I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me. This time around, somebody who had possessed different powers than me. But wait a second. You were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. From watching The Man and Bread, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do. I traveled through the telephone lines, for example. What? May not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Essentially, if you're trying to chase somebody, there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, you had met me before on that night. The first time. Wait, what? Oh, this is so mind-boggling. From listening to the conversation of two intruders in the apartment, I learned that Miss Leanne had lost her life in that junkyard on the edge of town. Ghost World passed the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine if you were there in the darkness, twisting, swirling desk lamp. It had made my first stand in hand, if I could tell you. That was me? So I was shot in the night, the first time around as well. And I was just sitting there inside the lamp. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died, and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just wanted to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. Whee! Then you disappeared. Way over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path, do that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to you, the Man and Bread, in Yamel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And I gave you a time limit. Time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the Man in Red would have been sealed away in the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then you mean the thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that was completely made up. A little naughty, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. It's, let's just call it wisdom that comes with age. That is funny! And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believe in you. I always know you could do it. So, you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile, so you waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Leanne and Camilla. Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Now farewell, Cecil. He's such a good dog. He's such a good dog. And the stories of a single night made my way back to a new present. He's a very patient dog, but such a good dog. What's this new future? A lot of people are going to be alive. Huh? How come it's dark? Just turn on the lights here. Oh, right. Oh. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Okay, there's no gun. Kitty! You were surprised. You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. It worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday. The day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Leanne. After all, we're celebrating the birth of our new position, your new position of detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Joe. Dad, you're home! Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Leanne. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Leanne. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, yeah, this. I have one just like it. My dad gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you going to keep wearing that toy badge, Leanne? What's wrong with it? To me, it's the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Such a good kitty! Oh, hello. Don't tell me, you're the same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. 10 years old, but still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep. I've never gotten any bigger or anything. Wow. Mysterious little fellow. I know. Cecil. It seems to me I've heard that name before. I think Cecil likes you, Leanne. There's her mom. Alright, everyone. Let's start the celebration. Alright, Mom. Chicken! I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow, too. Oh, I love the little tail shake. And so we meet again, Cecil. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world. I learned something. I like being a cat. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected somehow, somehow, in any way. And now this is my new fate. Nice little house cat. Yep, he did get hit by a fragment. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their lives just unfold. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Ah, so good! Yes! Happy birthday! Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Oh, Missile! Well, Missile, I ask you to stay home and guard the front. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Aww. That is a giant fork. These are all giant utensils. Wait. Thank you. It was I loved the ending. I am so glad I did not ruin this and I played it myself. There, how do you like that? Not bad, but definitely not good. Well, maybe now I can be a great detective just like Inspector Kavanaugh. What kind of inspector is the investigator trying to prove? I love the twist that I'm a cat. Not just a cat, I am an immortal cat now. Oh, my foot itches. Here's your food, gentlemen. That's disgusting. Mary, what are you doing here? Memory. Heard you were gonna be picking a new member for the Special Investigations Unit, so you took it upon part-time job again? I laughed. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'll go to reach my goal. Yeah. Leochi? Is that it, Leochi? Thanks. I have never cooked this well before. Tamarick, coriander, cucumber. Is it really necessary? New chicken menu, but the very best customers require now. Good luck. A lazy Susan. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh. Right, since all of them are free now because they never were possessed. And he's just an oddball. Literally described by everyone. Yep. Oh. There, are you sure that we really need all these explosives? Don't worry, Beauty, my dear. I'll follow the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like you said. Run? Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grand. Oh. I'm grabbing a handful and I'm just walking out. I am lifting up my shirt to use a sack and I'm just walking out with that much. But I know I can't take it all, but I can take as much as I can carry. This is where you work, Papa. The defense minister is still the defense minister. Darling husband, do you have any idea at all? I just heard that some juicy stories, the indiscretions of minister. Now, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here is to the mind of a darling. I cannot speak right now. But there's one person I'm very interested to see how it goes at the very end of all this. Yeah. Yeah, there's still. This deal is going quite well. I must say, these grapes are quite good. That Yono is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Egad. Keep it together, man. Are we trying to give me a case of raptors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. They didn't want to ruin the fact that he's actually a robot. Fair enough. Yep. Oh, just rocking out in Times Square. Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Oh, and he's going to investigate the Tempest fragment. Pigeon guy. All the pigeons are rocking out. Stop the park from charging administration. Protect the rights. Okay. Wait, that's the whole new future? But well, without needing to investigate the Tempest fragment sooner, they're just now getting around to it. Yep, these two still work here. Wait, what is he doing his worry dance? Today, you know? It's finally getting out. Oh! You know, everyone's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Then let me show you a new dance he's been passing down. We do this when we are in stomachache. We call it dance away the pain. I'm really interested in that one. Think you could show me, let's say, next week? You got it. Fast forward! Oh. A 10-year sentence isn't bad, actually. I'm surprised his legs work. 10 long years, Mel. It's time up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Oh. Who did you paint? Thank you, Cecil. You did remember. Oh. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to say his name, but yeah, he got a pretty good ending. Also, Missile is a... Yeah, that does make sense. Well, it was the 4 that were there. Or the 4 that had powers? Oh, yeah. Her. And then the others. Which... I am so glad I didn't watch this on YouTube. I'm so glad I played it myself. Well, for pointing a gun at an officer and holding a hostage with a firearm, getting 10 years isn't a bad deal. I gotta say that much. For doing all that, for even escaping prison and just doing all that, getting only 10 years, not bad. And now he escaped prison, held an officer at gunpoint, and held a hostage at gunpoint. And there goes the donut. It kind of makes sense considering he was already being looked under investigation. Also, Missile is a conniving and manipulative little doggy. But he is a good dog. 10 years. And there I am, just chilling with a chunk of rock in me. Just being a cat with amazing special powers. Ghost advisor? What? Welcome back, Missile. New background. Oh, okay. Now I can do any of the challenges. All the illustrations. Oh yeah. Oh, this is everything. Except for the puzzles. That's funny. Okay. This is all early concept. Different things you can be made of. That, yeah. All his movements having to be choreographed. That, yeah. Ah, her limbo. Her limbo game is professional level. Choking on water. Staring at a leaf. I have no idea who that guy is. Oh, is this an early version of Cabinal? Early versions of the Minister. Oh, early versions of Camilla, the wife, me. This was supposed to be Missile? Oh wait, this is Camilla. Oh, this must be, this is the, daughter then, of the Minister. The henchmen, they make him more robotic. The dictator. Oh. Okay, I like this version of Leanne. I do like the red hair, but I like this look. Oh, more Leanne. Okay, yeah, I see why they stuck with the red hair. They had his look down early. They just went through a few iterations. Oh. The missile launch. All the backgrounds. And that's it. Except for completing puzzles. Valiant pet. Ghost puzzles. Oh, this. Okay. Oh, it's just a scatter puzzle. Okay. Okay, that's it. And the ending, I cannot express enough. I'm so glad I played this. That ending was amazing. I love that ending. Is it white sheep? Thanks for stopping by. I am ending stream now because I never plan ahead. But thanks for stopping by. I will be playing again tomorrow, starting at 8. No, things change. Normally it's at 8 on Tuesdays, but it'll be earlier, later. Oh. It'll be much later. Pretty much about the time I normally start this, about 2 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah. So, I hope to have you join me I hope to have you join tomorrow. Have a good night, fishes.